We represent two opposing philosophies coming together and finding a common ground when none seemed possible.
If I could change, and you could change, everybody could change.
You promised to make my grandfather's dream a reality.
I see.
Bring his karate to the world. You're on the verge of fulfilling that promise. And yet your rivalries here remain a condition.
That the real story's only just begun.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a...
I'm certain I know you from somewhere.
Beg for mercy. I'm not a murderer.
Too much?
Possibly, but I like it. Looks good. Yeah.
Live on DAZN pay-per-view, for victory, for history, for the trilogy.
Change things. Looking at the Cobra Kai dojos, it's obvious the future is shaking, and that will change many things going forward. Of course, you don't expect everything to remain the same now that Terry Silver might go to jail for what he did to Stingray, and the history of him being a cheater getting into the open isn't doing no justice to the dojos he's acquired and has tried to make better. Terry's goals for the Cobra Kai dojo are fast sinking with his legal troubles, and it's only a matter of time before everything falls apart. Given how wealthy and influential Terry is, do you think he would watch his efforts on Cobra Kai go down without fighting back? Terry is a villain that looks defeated already, but can't be put down easily, as he'll fight back and make many others go down with him. Maybe it will even get better. After all, Cobra Kai might be in safe hands. The thing is, can the fans call it a safe hand, or even more cruel one than Terry's? Since Terry brought in Kim Da-eun, they've been more like business partners, which grants her the ability to teach and discipline as she likes. They are both alike in many ways, and her training methods are very harsh. Aside from all of this, Kim is a woman who's intimidating and willing to carry on her father's legacy. And you don't think she will leave Cobra Kai and the many opportunities Terry's given her now that she's been arrested. Knowing who Kim is, her reign on Cobra Kai is about to begin, and she could be a formidable force for the students and other dojos in Season 6. Now the fans just have to wait and see what else Kim might do with Cobra Kai. But you should know that with her, the training will only get harder. However, so many things still hang in the balance, especially with the Sekai Taikai tournament. Terry worked a great deal to get his team signed up, but with him being away, how will Cobra Kai measure up to face the big tournament? And of course, many of his students are now discouraged given what they discovered about their sensei. It's not looking bright for the team at all. Maybe there's a good reason Kim is still around. It's probably time to prove herself by taking taking charge and taking the students to the tournament. And it will be a very proud moment for Kim and Terry if Cobra Kai wins under her supervision while Terry is locked up. Hopefully, you aren't underestimating Kim yet. She can't let her father's legacy perish without showcasing how to win, because she sure does know how to. Also, Terry is the villain everyone thought was the bigger one and should be in jail instead of John Kreese. But yes, even though John was framed up, it's looking like he's coming out to be the biggest scare of Cobra Kai. When Terry beat Stingray up and made him accuse John of it, many fans tried to feel bad for him because honestly, he didn't deserve any of it. And John could have been a free man after Stingray changed his testimony to accuse Terry if he had just waited, but instead, he escaped. A man who escapes from prison and returns to the outside world is never up to any good. John has very big but dangerous plans, and Season 6 isn't going to hide any of them. Right from breaking out of jail illegally, whatever he does will keep being illegal to avoid getting caught again. Season 6 could have John coming down heavily on Daniel and Johnny. After all, striking first and hard is the tone of Cobra Kai. Aside from the fights and kicks, the fans are also loving how Cobra Kai sets up the love relationships. Fans are beginning to think Daniel's friend and ally Chosen might finally start a romance with Kumiko. Chosen has liked Kumiko right from their growing stage in Okinawa. And after opening up to Daniel about how he really liked Kumiko, Daniel encouraged him to go after her. Anyway, Chosen did go after Kumiko by leaving her a voicemail, but in a bad and drunken state. This might make him retrace his steps towards chasing her when he becomes sober. He could probably get ashamed of how he had spoken and end up not talking to her again. Or maybe he would, and the fans would be treated to a happily ever after story. Either way, Cobra Kai 6 will bring all the emotions on board, and they are going to be so intense. For one, Daniel and Johnny have come a long way since Season 1 till now, from bumping heads to attacking each other and later becoming business partners. You can tell it's big progress. They've been able to move past many differences with their dojo and have even impressed the Sekai Taikai officials. But there's one thing they haven't been able to agree on, and that's the name of their dojo. Yes, they did say their dojo names are Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang, given their opposing tactics that were able to come together, but only one single name can be accepted, and in Season 6 the fans will finally learn what the dojo will be called. Do you think it could be Miyagi Fang? Or something new that's not very obvious but blended? It's going to take a lot of arguments and angles, but the fans will have it. With the shame now attached to the Cobra Kai dojo, many of its students have now gone out of order. Well, that's what they've been like anyway, but the story of Kenny is more heartbreaking to watch. Even though Robbie tried to help him leave Cobra Kai due to the bad influences, Kenny wasn't bold enough to take the step. And after Terry was taken, Kenny is still finding it hard to cope. Do you think, like other Cobra Kai students, Kenny could start facing his weaknesses to become better? Or even still, it will do him so much good to leave for Miyagi-Do, because he needs the love he got too late in life. Apart from Kenny, who the fans are hoping could make use of the change, other Cobra Kai students look like they would become new